Hello, lovely YouTube family! If there is one thing humanity can be thankful for, it is that there is so much to know in the world. There are countless secrets and mysteries to discover and solve that it makes it impossible for humanity to get bored of exploring and know this beautiful planet. History has left numerous mysteries that scientists today have not been able to understand. However, thanks to new technologies, a small part of these mysteries have finally been solved, allowing us to understand a little more about the past and about this wonderful planet. Curious? Because in this video, we're going to explore the top 8 mysteries solved by recent discoveries. So let's start with number 8, the shape of Stonehenge. For a long time it has been debated whether the Stonehenge stones originally formed a full circle or not. Because some of the stones are missing since beginning, many people had overlooked the answer and it was discovered recently, thanks to a watering hose. When the water did not reach all the areas, there were some that were left without grass. When this happened, depressions in the ground were revealed, hinting that stones formerly existed in these holes. So a mystery was finally solved which states that Stonehenge stones originally formed a full-fledged circle for sure. Although it was solved whether it was a circle or not, another mystery has emerged. What happened to the missing stones? Number 7. Identification Bracelet of War. Identification Bracelet. Servicemen who wore an identification bracelet as part of their uniform during World War II. Identification bracelets were bent metal bands or heavy chains with metal plates engraved with the name, rank, and serial number. Warren Macaulay served in the military during World War II and lost or left his silver ID bracelet at a girl's home. Bruna de Maria, a girl who was 8 years old at the time, kept it as if it were a treasure. Many years later, they decided to return the bracelet to its original owner. Macaulay had already passed away, but they found his widow, who was very grateful. In 2014, finally, this mystery was solved after 70 years. Number 6. Cause of the Hindenburg explosion. Hindenburg was a hydrogen aircraft that could cross the Atlantic in half the time it would take to cross the sea, but it exploded as it prepared to land. The reason for the explosion has been studied for many years. Theories included lightning, explosive properties of the paint, and a bomb. They finally discovered that the Hindenburg had been charged with static electricity by a storm, and when a gas valve ruptured, the hydrogen escaped and started to burn from a spark of static electricity. Hydrogen is extremely flammable, and the official cause of the fire was due to a discharge of atmospheric electricity. Hence, the whole aircraft exploded. Number 5. Moroccan village built on a pile of rocks. The village of Around is situated at around 3,900 meters above sea level, on top of a pile of rocks. That pile of rocks has puzzled scientists for more than 130 years. Many assume that the movement of a glacier was the one that deposited the rocks. Currently, it has been discovered that the fault could be from a seismic activity of 4,500 years ago, since it is close to a tectonic fault. Number 4. Why 90% of animal species died out 252 million years ago. 252 million years ago, the Earth almost lost all traces of animal life. It is the most violent of the 5 main mass extinctions that have occurred on Earth. Why? No one knows, even if the theories of an asteroid or volcanic eruptions have often been put forward. A study of MIT realized that the culprit could be in fact microscopic, and that its appearance almost screwed up the whole planet. Methanosarcina is the name of this small microbe whose job is to eat to create methane. They are found in the sewers, in the underground waters, or in the stomachs of cows. But at this time, it would have undergone a mutation which allowed it to eat even more matter. In particular, it affected every organic matter from the bottom of the ocean, causing methane pollution like never that was seen before. The atmosphere became rotten, and the oceans had become more acidic. 90% of the life forms present were disappeared. This explanation solves many questions about this mystery. Number 3. Why Palmyra is found in the Syrian desert. Palmyra is a very important commercial area in the Roman Empire, about 2,000 years ago. Yet historians failed to understand how the 100,000 residents were able to prosper in the middle of the Syrian desert. They have finally solved the mystery. In Palmyra, they used a network of water reservoirs to green their dry grassland. They channeled the annual rainfall and cultivated the land with a wide variety of crops. With this, the civilization managed a stable source of food. In addition, it connected the civilizations of the East with the West, so it prospered as an important commercial area. Number 2. The disappearance of the Nazca civilization. Historians have long been disorientated by the mysterious disappearance of the Nazca people. The Nazca people formed a civilization in the southwest Peru in approximately 100 BC. They flourished for hundreds of years until their gradual demise led to a final collapse around 750 AD. The Nazca built a civilization that resulted in impressive pottery, textiles, and geoglyphs etched into the Earth's surface known as the Nazca Lines. From 500 AD, the civilization started to decline, and by 750 AD, the civilization had fallen completely. This is thought to have occurred when an irregularly occurring and complex series of climatic changes, El Niño, triggered widespread and destructive flooding. So the mystery is solved by they are believed to have destroyed themselves by causing irreversible damage to their environment. And number 1. Cambyses cover-up. The loss of the Persian king's army, Cambyses II, has been a great historical mystery. Official history tells us they had been annihilated by a sandstorm. However, Olaf Kaper, a modern Egyptologist, declared that you cannot die from a sandstorm, whereas in this case, an entire army disappeared. In 524 BC, the army of the Persian king Cambyses II moved against the Ethiopians. More than 50,000 soldiers went to conquer the oasis, but they all disappeared without a trace. A few years ago, scientists found the remains of the legendary army and showed that the warriors had not disappeared, but were killed by a violent sandstorm. Olaf thinks that the Persian army of Cambyses II was trapped by the rebel leader Petubastis II and was defeated. Well, that's it for this video. Did you know these mysteries? Did you expect something like that? What are your thoughts about these mysteries? Drop down your comments below and share your thoughts to the world. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Subscribe to our channel as we upload new videos every week. Also press the bell icon so that you never miss new videos. I hope we see you soon. Happy exploring!